right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. I've been waiting for the one forever. Finally I got you, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you I feel so much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky, oh. There's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Something good. Something good. Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, 'cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass.
Okay, hello everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Let me see. Hope everybody's having a good evening so far. Let me change um let me change screens. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Uh I should have set up my desk a little bit better, but I was kind of running a little behind today. So, hold on. Um there we go. Hello. Hello everybody. So hopefully everybody's having a good evening. I have the lovely Kano with me here today. Um, I realized when I was going through my doll collection that Kano doesn't come out very often, which is a little unfortunate because she's such a cutie pie. So then, when I was like, who's going to join me for today's episode? I was like, you know what? Kano. Kano's a good one. She hasn't been out for a little bit. She got like herself a nice nifty new outfit. She's looking spiffy. So, oh, Sachiko's kind of like blocking her way. I'll have to move her over a little bit here. So, hello everybody. Let's check chat. Tempest Strife, welcome to the stream. I'm here, but about to be unconscious. I hear you on that one. It was a long week for me too. I'm actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty damn tired today. I just had a very busy week, and it's going to be a pretty busy weekend for me as well. But yeah, thank you for coming, Tempest Strife. And if you need to dip out, definitely do so. Mental health is definitely an important thing. So if you need to log off, go for it, and just watch the VOD later or something. Mika7, hello. Mika7, welcome to the stream. Yoshi Plays, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Mimico Minis, welcome to the stream. Hello. Thank you everybody for coming. And thank you everybody who is watching this later on the VODs. Thank you for watching today's episode. Honestly, I don't know how well today's episode's going to be because I'm so tired today. But we have a pretty decent topic. The reason why I chose this topic today, which is doll conventions, is because it is, at least for me here in the United States, it is doll convention. Oh, not doll convention. It is convention season in general. Normally, there are conventions that happen like all year round at different times during the year, just like Anime NYC is during the winter time in November. But I would say that the spring into summertime is usually when you see a lot more, just because it's warmer out and everybody wants to go out. Plus summertime, everybody's on break from school. So, it's a pretty big time. So I'm usually very busy during March and April because I'm coming up with ideas and plans for different panels that I hope to host in upcoming events that are coming up that I will be going to. So it's usually very busy for me because I'm brainstorming ideas of what can I present this year, what can I do differently, is there any new topics I want to present this year as opposed to other years, etc. And I know I've talked about it before in a prior episode. I forgot which episode it was where I was talking about, preparing to go to cons and bringing your dolls to cons. But I never actually talked about I don't think I actually ever talked about the actual cons and stuff. So today I was thinking maybe I would do that. But when I was researching and, doing my homework about what I could talk about, I was like, you know what? There's a con that I'm going to that I've been promoting a lot lately that I'm going to in May. And it got me thinking, there's other cons that are kind of like this or exactly about this. Let's talk about those instead. And those are doll conventions. So personally, I've never been to one. I haven't been to a full-blown, it's all about dolls convention. I've never been to one. I hope to go to one sometime in the future as they look like a lot of fun. But I've never actually been to one. I've been to doll shows, which are, I don't know how they are in the rest of the world, but at least here where I live in the New Jersey, New York area, the doll shows around here, they're more like really small gatherings where individuals, like, they can rent out tables and things like that and sell doll stuff, like whether old collector dolls, clothings, accessories. But the majority of the ones, at least in my area, that I have personally found, if there are others, please let me know. But the majority of the ones in my area are specifically for ball jointed dolls, like resin dolls. Resin dolls or older plastic dolls, like, I don't even know what they're called, like the old 50s dolls that kind of look like Cabbage Patch Kids, but they're not. They're like some other kind of brands. Some are old porcelain dolls and things of that nature. And I haven't been to one that has or featured any Smart Dolls or Dolphy Dreams or Azone dolls or anything vinyl, really. I've spoken to individuals at those events, and they know of them. They know of the vinyl dolls. Some of them are collectors of vinyl dolls, but none of them actually have tables or booths in regards to those. And those are usually just, mostly like sales places, like doll shows where like they sell things. Not really like conventions, like an anime convention where people kind of gather. There's vendors, there's panels, there's guests that talk about like a lot of different things. They're not really those kind of things in those shows that I've personally been to. Again, I haven't been to every single show that exists, so I really don't know. But those are the ones that I've really come in contact with, and there isn't anything purely convention-wise for dolls, at least in my immediate area. There's other ones throughout the United States, and I know that there are others throughout the entire world in different countries that take place, but nothing in my like little area or my like little bubble. So what we are doing this year, and very thankfully to our friend Tempest Strife that's in chat. Welcome, Tempest. I see you woke up. You said you were very tired. Our friend Tempest in chat is actually the one that started this whole thing, and she put together basically a doll gathering at a convention that's coming up. So let me show you. I know I've spoken about this many times, but in case you haven't seen any of my later videos that I kind of like really pitch this, I will bring it up. Give me 1 second here to pull it up. And there we go. So at the end of May 26th through 28th, we are going to be at Thy Geekdom Con. Now this is a general con for a lot of different things. It's about anime, it's about gaming, it's about pop culture. There's other things like board games and stuff like that, but there wasn't really anything doll related. And I guess Tempest was, what's it called? In talks with the organizers of the Thy Geekdom Con, and they have given us very generously, I believe, two tables, which is basically a booth at this convention. So we will have our very own doll booth at Thy Geekdom Con. So I think it's probably the closest thing that we can get to a doll convention here, at least on the Eastern Seaboard, that I know of in my immediate area. So I'm very excited for this. So thank you, Tempest, for starting to organize this. And I will be there, and My Lady Disdain will also be there, and Magical Kit Kat Girl will be there, and Kitten Cat Shop will also be at this event, as well as some various other individuals in the doll community that either do photography and things like that post pictures. Some of them have has reached out to me and said that they may be attending this event as well. So if you're in the area of the New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, or anything somewhat close to that, I would definitely urge you, come out to the Geekdom Con on May 26th through 28th. We are going to have a doll booth there. Basically, it's just a big hangout at a convention where you can join other... Excuse me, I can't talk today. Where you can enjoy other things other than dolls. So, come out, see some anime stuff, some comics, some cosplay, video games, all those different kinds of things. And hang out at the doll booth. We're going to have, I believe, 2 photo booths, right, Tempest? We're going to have 2 photo booths there where people can take photos. I believe we're going to have a giveaway also. And as well as us, like, we like, as in me and Tempest and My Lady Disdain and Magical Kit Kat Girl and Kitten Cat Shop will all be there. So if you would like to meet us, take pictures, pick our brains about different topics, talk to us about anything doll related, or just overall just hang out and have a good time, we will be there May 26th to 28th, Thy Geekdom Con. Like I said, this is probably going to be the closest thing that we have to an all-out doll convention, at least in this area of the United States. So I'm very hyped for this because I've been wanting something like this to happen, and I just don't have the time or the energy to kind of like do all the negotiating and trying to work things out with different venues. And luckily, Tempest was gracious enough to lend us her time in order to get this done. So very excited for this to happen. I hope I can see some of you out there. But that's the reason why I have this topic for doll conventions today, because there are many other conventions in the United States that feature dolls. So I want to go over some of the big ones that a lot of people tend to know about, and some that I've had recommended to me from others that I want to, just discuss here and talk to you guys about what's going on. But I definitely, want to pitch the fact that we are doing a doll booth and a doll gathering at Thy Geekdom Con this May 26th to 28th. And that's what really prompted me for today's episode, because I think that this is something that can grow, that could possibly grow. Because if you look, now I don't have any kind of like graphs or any kind of like proof of any of this information from A-Zone International or even Volks USA or Volks International in general, but from the limited knowledge that we can gain from Smart Doll and Danny Chu's, that he posted a graph of sales, Smart Doll sales throughout the United States and throughout the world. And it was interesting to know that there is a large gathering of people in the state of Texas, in the state of California, in Maryland, in New Jersey, in New York, and Pennsylvania. And the odd thing is that what I could tell from the map is there is a large group of us in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware area. There's a large group of dots there. I want to even go as far as to say it's the most prominent area of Smart Doll sales. There's a very large contingent in Texas as well, and in California, but I feel like the combined area of the Northeast, like that New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland area has like a huge volume of dots. And for an area that has so many Smart Doll owners, and I'm assuming also Dolphy Dream owners and A-Zone owners, we don't have a doll gathering. Like we don't have anything, like doll convention wise, which is very concerning because there's a lot of us here. We should get together and we should hang out. So this is our attempt. Thank you very much, Tempest Strife, for putting this together. This is our attempt at our first kind of like doll gathering for the Northeast area at Thy Geekdom Con. Badges are still available. You could still buy badges to this convention. It's a 3-day convention, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is a rather short day, as I think it starts at 3 p.m. until midnight. And then the bigger day is going to be Saturday. If you can only make one day, Saturday would be the best day to come out and hang out with us, because everyone is going to be there, at least from the individuals that I mentioned. And I believe some of us are still going to be there on Sunday as well. But it definitely, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a great dolly day. And I hope I can see you guys there. So let me see. Tempest says there's one in Eaton, PA. I think I've been to that one. It's a small doll show in Eaton, PA. I went to that one. I forgot what it was called, but it's basically, like one of those small events where they sell dolls and classic dolls things there. But there weren't any vinyl representation there at the time. If we build it, they will come. Well, I'm hoping, Tempest. Let's see. Tempest says 2 photo booths, 1 workshop area, and at least 3 doll panels. And planning on a daily swap meet. No money exchange because convention and tax rules and some such. So, okay. So there's going to be a swap meet as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the panels. I believe it's only 2 doll panels, Tempest. I think they're your doll panels. There's 2 doll panels that Tempest is going to be hosting herself, which I believe is... remind me what it was going to be, Tempest. I know that you were doing one about Volks resin dolls, and then you were doing another one. I think it was like a workshop type one. And then I don't believe there is a third doll panel because I did apply for one, and the guy at the convention he said that it's a all-purpose, all-general convention, so he didn't want to oversaturate with all the doll panels. So the 2 doll panels are going to be hosted by Tempest. I will be doing a panel at this convention, but it's not going to be a doll panel. I wish it was a doll panel, but it's not. It was another panel that I submitted about sumo wrestling, actually, because some of you may not know, but I am a sumo fan. I like sumo wrestling, so I'm going to be doing a sumo panel on Friday of Dai Geekdom Con. And I believe Tempest's panels are on Saturday and Sunday, respectively, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. We're going to have a workshop where Tempest is going to be teaching individuals how to make slippers, like little straw slippers. And we have a giveaway, if I didn't mention that already. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I think I might be giving away a couple things just for free. Just some small little knickknacks and things just for individuals that are going to participate in some of the events that we're going to be hosting at our booth. So it'll be a fun time. Definitely come out and join us at Dai Geekdom Con. But there are many, many other cons that will be happening in the United States. And let's talk about a few of them, while I got some of you here. Mika7 says, I wish I can go, but I have no one to go with, and I'm still recovering from my spine surgery. That's okay, Mika. Don't worry about it. If this is if this is successful, hopefully there will be more of this to come in the Northeast. But also there are many other dolphin conventions, which we're going to talk about in today's episode. But yeah, obviously your health and wellness is definitely much more important. So please heal up from your surgery first. Let me see. Oh, Tempest says, one is Dolls in Japan, contemporary and historical. The other is a brief history of Super Dolphy. So those are the ones that Tempest is hosting. I was going to do an intro panel to anime dolls, but that one was sidelined. And I think it was put on the wait list in case anybody backed out. What's it called? So if somebody backs out of hosting a panel, then there's a possibility that I'll be hosting an anime intro to anime dolls panel. But I won't know until the convention starts. If it does happen for whatever reason, it gets selected because somebody backed out. I will make a tweet about it on Twitter, and I'll put something on Instagram to let individuals know, at least, if you're coming along, that you'll know what's going on. Since this is going to be the first time we're going to be doing this doll booth, I'll probably do some videography of the convention and our booth and, the shenanigans we get up to. I'll probably do some recording of that. So at least for those of you that are not able to attend, you'll have something to watch, whatever shenanigans we'll be up to at the time. But definitely, I think it'll be fun, a good fun time, and people will enjoy it. So do come out if you're available to come out to Dai Geekdom Con. A couple notable things in the area. So like if you do come out to this con, if you don't want to spend all 3 days at the con, there's a couple things that you could do in the area. I believe we are close to one of the largest malls in Pennsylvania, which is called it's called the King of Prussia Mall. It's a very, very big mall. It's not the biggest mall, but it's pretty darn big, and it has like a lot of really cool architectural features in that mall, which is great for doll photography. So if you wanted to, as a group of friends, if you didn't want to be at the convention all day, you could take a drive out to the King of Prussia Mall and do some doll photography while you're there. I didn't get to do any because the time that I went to that mall, I didn't have any dolls with me, but that's what I was thinking when I was there. I was like, ooh, this would be a good spot to take a picture. So yeah, definitely come out to the Geekdom Con. It'll be tons and tons of fun. So let's see. Tempest says, I sent your email a link to the images and some video of the giveaway doll. Oh, okay, good. I don't think I'll have the ability to actually post it in the live stream right now because I kind of have to like set it up to do so. But I will keep that in mind, Tempest, for the next doll symposium. I'll try and see if I can link it in that. But I don't have anything set up right now to do it right at this moment. So let's see. Talking about doll conventions. So some other doll convention throughout the United States, if you guys are interested in visiting some of those. The first one I want to talk about is one that a lot of you already probably know about it because it's been raved about and discussed about in at least the Smart Doll forums. I don't know about the other forums. I don't think I've seen it discussed in Dolphy Dream forums or A-Zone forums, but I could be wrong because I'm not a part of every single forum. But the one that a lot of people in the Smart Doll community have been talking about, at least lately within the past year or last year, is DollCon Dallas. And if we go over here, this is DollCon Dallas, or what a lot of individuals are calling Dallas DollCon. I don't know why, but a lot of people are calling it Dallas DollCon, but it's actually DollCon Dallas. I think there's like some kind of like colloquial thing. But this is a pretty big event. From what my understanding is a pretty big event. Magical Kit Kat Girl has been there the last 2 years, and she says it's amazing. And this past year, My Lady Disdain was a guest at DollCon Dallas and hosted a live Smart Doll News panel while they were there, which was very awesome. And I know a lot of people were able to make it out to this con. I actually wanted to go to this con and meet everybody, but I just didn't have the funding, and I didn't have the ability to go because apparently we also had other family things that we had to do during that month, and the stars just didn't align. Hopefully I'll be able to go next year, but I can't make any promises because I'm trying to go to Japan next year. So, that kind of like falls into the weird thing. And when I say next year, I mean in the winter. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go in December, January, or February, but it's sometime in that time frame or that time range because I'm trying to line up my trip with certain events that are happening in Japan at the time so I can go to those events. But yeah, if I can, I'll try and see if I can make it to DollCon Dallas next year and meet all of you. But if I can't, and you're in the area, though, you could definitely check out DollCon Dallas. So I hear that they have like room parties at this and things like that, where people have like set up like little gatherings in the rooms, and people kind of go like from room to room and kind of room hop, so to speak, and see what's going on in other people's rooms. I said that so many times in a row. Just talking about doll stuff and just chilling and hanging out. And I think there are not only panels there, but there are plenty of vendors where you can buy a lot of Smart Doll goodies. I know Kat said that she went a little crazy, and Sandy went a little crazy buying stuff. I'm a little jealous because I want to buy stuff too, man. It looks like a lot of fun, so I can't wait to go and check it out. But if you are in the Texas, Dallas area, and you want to go check out an established doll con that has a pretty decent Smart Doll following, and hopefully more other vinyl dolls following at this con, I'd love to see more Dolphy Dream representation at this con. Not that I know, I haven't been there, but it just seems like there's a lot of Smart Doll owners that do go. As well as some A-Zone fandom. Maybe we can find some A-Zone collectors that go there as well. That would be really cool. But DollCon Dallas, yeah. There is no date for the 2024 yet. It says new dates coming soon because the last 2023 event was last February. So I'm assuming it's also going to be February of 2024. We just don't know an exact date. Yoshi Play says, I'll probably gonna buy Super Dolphy in the future. For right now, I bought Takaro and Obitsu anime dolls. Yeah, I'm on board with that, Yoshi. I've been wanting my own. I think I'm sinking again, aren't I? Oh. Yep, my chair sunk. I've been wanting my own Super Dolphy. I can't even remember the model I wanted. I believe it was called an SDM48. And the only reason why I know that one is because one of my very good friends, that's a huge resin doll and vinyl doll collector, has one, and I fell in love with that doll. I tried to buy one while I was in Japan, because apparently it's one of those Dream Super Dolphy choice system or first choice system where you get to build the doll, and they only allow you to build it for Japanese residents. So I wasn't able to get one. because I wasn't Japanese resident, unfortunately. That's kind of sad that they kind of gatekeep it like that, but it is what it is. That's their rules. So that's one less sale for them, I guess. But eventually, at some point, I will get one. Most likely, it'll be Belle from the Disney Princess series. That will most likely be my first resin doll. Least that I can think of. Yeah. But yeah, getting back to the doll convention. So DollCon Dallas, there's a lot of things here. I don't know if they have, let's see, get your badge. I don't think the badges are for sale yet. Yeah, they're out of stock. I was hoping to see how much they cost though, but because some of these events they leave the 2022 information up until they have new information for 2023, so you kind of get to see like all the old programming and stuff like that beforehand. But I guess not at this one. But if we look at the menu here, I mean, convention schedule, there are workshops, swap and sell, hangout and photography rooms. You got guests, you got presenters, room parties and sales, door prizes, and apparently food is being sold there as well. So yeah, definitely check out DollCon Dallas if you're in the area and you wanna meet some like-minded individuals. Tempest Strife. Tempest Strife, thank you for the super chat there. Thank you for the $9.99, Tempest. It's for my new chair fund. Oh, thank you. I will get a new chair eventually, but until I can pry myself away from buying all the lovely doll things that keep getting released, the chair is kind of on the back burner, but it does keep sinking. Definitely keeps sinking. I have to keep adjusting it. Like once you start seeing like my eye like this level with the table, it'll be a really good time for me to get a new chair. Mimico Mini says, I plan on going to Dallas.con next year. I'm probably going to bring my Smarty Girl, who I've yet to buy, but will buy next February though, and at least one A-Zone girl and maybe a Dolphy Dream or Angelphilia girl as well. I'm assuming AP means Angelphilia. But yeah, I mean, definitely, if you're going Mimico, like I said, I'm going to try to go next year. I just don't know how my availability will be, given the fact that I'm trying to make some plans to go travel. So if I can swing it and I can make it, I will definitely make it a priority to try to go to DollCon Dallas next year, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to meet a lot of you and just hang out and talk doll stuff. I've met some of you already on Eastern Seaboard events, but just not in every hemisphere. Or is it hemisphere the right word? Or every area of the United States. I would like eventually to go to California at some point and meet the doll community over there, and hopefully meet the doll community in DollCon Dallas. I'm planning to try to meet some members down in the South, like in the Georgia, Atlanta, South Carolina area, because I hear that there's like a big group of individuals that are down there as well. So definitely will try to make it to different areas. Kathy Coney, just drop in and say hey from Alabama. Welcome, Kathy from Alabama. How you doing tonight, Kathy? Thank you for dropping by on the stream. So yeah, DollCon Dallas is definitely one of those events that's been talked about a lot lately within the community, at least the smart doll community. And if I can go, I'll go. And I think maybe I'll bring like maybe one smart doll, one Dolphy Dream, just because I from what I've heard in discussions and from other individuals, that there's a huge smart doll following. I want to like bring some of that Dolphy Dream following there, if there is any. I don't know if there is or not, but just my assumption. So the next one I want to talk about is relatively similar to Dallas DollCon, and that's going to be BJDC. Now this is Ball Jointed Doll Convention Texas, I believe that's what it stands for. And this one's going to be in Austin, Texas, not Dallas, Austin. And it's going to happen June 15th, June 17th of this year in 2023. So, if any of you are in the Texas area and you want to see doll stuff, this is another convention that's down south. Again, Texas seems to have like a lot of really cool hangout places for doll people, so there's no shortage of that down there apparently. Um, but they have, let me see, what do they have here? Do they have a schedule up? Oh yeah, so you can see this is a sneak peek of 2022 schedule. So if you go to Ball Jointed Doll Con 2023 in Texas, this is what it looked like in 2022. So generally it's a 3-day con from what we can see here. And you have workshops such as BJD Basics with Sherry Rain, pattern drafting, Gossamer Wings, and Fairy Tale Things. There's a dinner, special exhibit, meet the artist, panel, and presentations. Then Friday, you got Spread Your Wings Again, Circles and Headbands, Gina's Eyes, Try and Buy. There's a BJDC game night. Oh, I just felt my chair sink. Oh, I felt it sink again. And then Saturday, you have more workshops. You have the Art of BJD Photography with Debbie Hood. That sounds cool. Santos Cage Dolls, BJD Jewelry Making, and Dressing Your BJD. Midsummer Night's Dream Final Banquet. Oh, there's apparently a dinner thing that's going on there too. So, I mean, that sounds like a lot of really cool stuff that happens in this 3-day event. So if you are in the Texas area, BJDC Texas, definitely come and check that one out. So that's 2 in Texas that we know of. That's two events. Let me move, because I'm sorry, Kano, I love you so much, but you need to move over because because I keep trying to like talk around her and like I'm like dodging her, and then when I pick up my chair I feel like I'm gonna move forward and knock her over. She doesn't have a stand, so it's very easy to knock her over. Let me get something to drink. Hold on. Ooh, that tastes so good. I love my tea. Let me see what's going on in chat, people. Yoshi Play says, oh, and I brought Akiko with me. Oh, well, hello, Akiko. Let's see. Kathy says she's doing good, waiting on Kanata semi-reel. Oh, nice. You picked up a Kanata semi-reel? Congratulations. Let's see. Mika7 says, I want to meet more of the doll community. I only met some in Anime NYC back in 2019. Oh, you were there in 2019? I was there too. Did we meet, Mika? Did we meet when we were there? Because I was there in 2019. It was a lot of fun. I was there at the Smart Doll booth all day. So I don't know if I ran into you or met you, but I was definitely there. But hopefully, if I did meet you, I'm so bad with names. I did like a whole post on my Instagram. Everybody I took selfies with, I posted on Instagram. So I don't know if you're in my Instagram photo picture montage thing from 2019 Anime NYC. But if we didn't get to take a photo together, I do apologize. You know, as those events go, there's a lot going on and a lot of people that we run into. Let's see. We did meet. Yay, we did meet. Did I take a picture with you and post it? Because I'm really bad at remembering faces. So if we did, you're probably in my role, my Instagram role that I posted to like a bunch of people. PMB Sakura, I was at the meetup in 2019 too. You were? PMB Sakura. Hopefully we met up. Again, like if we met up, then maybe our selfies are there in the Instagram post. We did? Nice. Yay. Well, then hopefully I'll see you again this year, because I did buy my badges. Did you guys buy your badges for Anime NYC this year? Because the 3-day badges sold out in half an hour. It went for sale last Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it sold out on the 3-day badges within half an hour. I couldn't get my hands on any, so I was able to buy 2 Saturday badges only. So I will be at Anime NYC on Saturday only. So definitely I'll be there, so we should definitely hang out and meet up there. But we have the BJDC Texas is a second one that I wanted to talk about. And the only reason why I mention it is because it's pretty much the same time. Not the same time, but in the same area, because it's in Texas, same as Dallas, DollCon Dallas, as we have here, DollCon Dallas and BJD Texas. Now, let's see. PMB Sakura, you're going on Saturday? Nice, nice. You're going on Saturday? All right. So then we need to meet up, PMB Sakura, and take another selfie and take pictures. I don't know if Anime NYC single day tickets are still available, Mika. You might want to check it out now, just to make sure. But the 3-day ones are definitely sold out. I don't know about the individual days, so you might want to check that now. It's okay if you leave the stream to do that because that's pretty important. Like, it would suck if it was all sold out and you can't go. But yeah, check it now. See if you can get yourself tickets because those things go fast. I remember there wasn't that many people going to Anime NYC, and then all of a sudden it's just super crazy now where it sells out in minutes kind of thing. Like, that's pretty insane. Okay. So the next convention that I found out about that I want to talk about is this one here, which is called PNW BJD Expo. Now, apparently, this is the Pacific Northwest Ball Jointed Doll Expo, which is in Seattle, Washington, if I got that correct. Definitely looks really cool. Again, this is something that I think is majority resin doll based. But I believe that there are individuals that do attend from time to time that are also fans of resin, but also anime dolls like Smart Doll or Dolphy Dream. It's just that I've never been there. I don't know anyone that has been there, so I can't really get any kind of feedback on like what's actually going on at this convention, but it definitely looks interesting. If we look at the attendee information, it's going to be June 4th through June 2nd of this year at the Sheraton Portland Airport in Portland, Oregon. Oh, so it's in Portland, Oregon. I'm sorry. I guess the last time I looked at this, it was in Seattle, and then the new place is now Oregon. So, yeah. But it looks like the prices are still available, it looks like. So you could go for a full registration, which is Friday night dessert social, Saturday vendor room, all contests, demos, panels, meetups, Saturday night banquet dinner, Sunday vendor room, swag bag, 20% off workshops, and 10 raffle tickets for $175. I'm assuming that gets you in for all 3 days. Then you have the Saturday only badge, the Sunday only badge. There is a breakfast with Alice in Wonder and OPB Artbeat. I don't know who that is. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just not familiar. But that's $40 for breakfast with this individual. And the vendor room apparently has different prices. I guess you can just do vendor room only for $18 or $20 at the door. So you don't have to pay this stuff. I guess if you pay the $85 for Saturday only, then it gets you all this other stuff. But if you just want to do the vendor room and do some shopping, looks like it's $20 at the door. It's still available, as you can see here. I can click on these arrows here and make my choices. But yeah, if you are in the area of Portland, Oregon, apparently, which I've never been to Portland, Oregon, that would be interesting to visit. Definitely check out the PNW BJD Expo. Do they have any kind of like, let's see, vendors attending? Let's see who's attending. I'm not familiar with any of these shops. Maybe some of you guys are in chat. We got BB Blythe Co., Dem Dolls and Vintage, Itty Bitties by Judy, BJD Clothes and Accessories, Becky's Blythe Boutiques, Joey Versa Art Dolls. I can't read this one. What is this called? Factfully? I think it says Faithfully. Faithfully Made Dolls. Chrissy, Jamie's BJD Pro Shop. Meandering Imagination, Coco Riang, Mohair, Callie's Creations, Allison Wonders, Turtle Child Studio, Rap 1993, I think that says, and Patricia Doll Clothing. So a lot of different vendors that are coming here. Oh, I missed it. And BJD's, Dolly Pop, and For the Between and In Between Doll. I'm assuming that most of these vendors are for resin dolls or plastic dolls or things like that. I don't know if any of these vendors do vinyl stuff in the 1/3 scale. I have no idea. These are all new names to me. But again, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of doll shows and doll conventions, but there isn't really much specifically for vinyl dolls, like anime dolls. But if you want to check out something like this and bring your anime dolls, you might meet people that are into it also. Let's see. Do we have a schedule up? Okay, so this is just telling you when the dealer's rooms opens, the workshops opens, things like that. Let's see. Are there meetups? Oh yeah, there's meetups. So there are meetups. It says meetups are free to all attendees and daily ticket holders. Meetups may be hosted or not. They may or may not have an agenda. Currently scheduled meetups. There are workshops and panels. Specifically, they have these workshops: doll wig making, armatures for sculpting hollow heads, miniature decadent desserts, and OB11 dolls. What the heck are they? Yeah, what the heck are they? I don't know. Chair sinking again. I don't know what they are. So, it is what it is. Like I said, this is probably more so a lot of like resin people, resin owners and plastic doll owners. I don't know how much of a vinyl, category they have. Again, I've never been to here, so I don't have any, word of mouth or any kind of information on what actually goes in. But look, it says meetups, currently scheduled meetups, Saturday, 1:30 to 2:30, Smart Dolls with Callie. So, if you are in the Oregon area and you want to go to PNW BJD Expo, it looks like on Saturday, 1:30 to 2:30, they're going to have a Smart Doll meetup. So there is vinyl representation here in this con over in the West Coast in Oregon. So if you want to go to the BNW BJD Expo, you can meet other Smart Doll owners 1:30 to 2:30 at a specific meetup, Smart Dolls with Callie. So that's good information to know, actually, because I didn't know if there was any vinyl representation at this con, and it's good to know that they do have it. So this is definitely on my bucket list. I want to go and visit this convention at some point. But again, because it's on the other side of the United States from me, it's not like it's an easy drive. Because mostly when I travel, I usually tend to drive. But if I do attend this one, obviously I'm going to have to fly. Because there's no way I'm driving that far and driving back and make it within a good amount of weeks' time for a vacation from my job. So definitely would have to fly. But yeah, PNW BJD Expo out there in the West Coast of the United States for Oregon. Check them out. If you're living on the West Coast, somewhere near that Oregon area, maybe this might be a good convention for you to meet other like-minded doll owners. Because I know definitely from being here in the East Coast, we don't have many meetups or gatherings around here at all. So being able to go to an event to meet other people, like-minded people that are into these dolls and want to just hang out and talk about these dolls is an amazing feeling and experience. Anime NYC is not a doll convention, but is the only place that I've ever been to where I met the most doll people all in one area. So, hopefully this year in 2023, Anime NYC will have another big group of doll people come out and hang out. Hopefully, we'll see how things go. But PNW BJD Expo, this looks pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited about this one. I hope one day I can actually go to this event because it looks pretty cool. And we have confirmation right here. Right here, people. We got Saturday, Smart Doll Meetup, 1:30 to 2:30. So definitely cool stuff. So yeah, that's 2 conventions down. Those are like some of the big ones that I've heard about, from just Googling things and like from other people saying, DollCon Dallas, BJDC Texas, and now we have PNW BJD Expo. Delicious tea. So, oh, Jay Louisa, welcome to the stream. Jay Louisa, hello, rushed out of work so fast. Take it down a notch, Jay Louisa. I don't want you to get into a car accident or anything, man. Come on. Like, I know you want to make the stream. just be safe. Be safe. But I'm glad you made it out to the stream. You're always a staunch supporter of my content, and thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We are talking about doll conventions today, and we talked about DollCon Dallas and BJDC Texas, and lastly PNW BJD Expo. So the next one is going to be a little bit interesting because I've heard about this through various people, but I had some problems with this one. So let's change it over. Now this one is called the Resin Rose Con or Expo or whatever you want to call it. It's Resin Rose BJD Expo. Okay. So apparently this one is in Oregon also. So Clackamas, Oregon. So, hey, Oregon, 2 places. So, wait a minute, hold on a second, people. So, Texas has 2 doll conventions. Oregon has 2 doll conventions. What's going on here, East Coast people? What is going on, East Coast people? So, Resin Rose BJD Expo. Now, the problem I had with this one is not that it's an expo. The problem is that every time I click on this link down here to go to their website to get more information, because this is their Facebook page. Every time I go down to this thing and I click it here, it gives me my antivirus protection software, keeps giving me a warning, says, this has malware, blah, 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 be careful about going here. So I didn't click on it, for fear of getting some kind of virus or something like that. I'm sure it's okay. It's just, I'm just being extra careful because a lot of people have gone to this convention. So I'm pretty sure that the website is okay. I just don't want to risk it. If my antivirus software says don't click on it, I'm not going to click on it. But I've heard from a lot of people, and we don't have them in here today, right? I don't see Batman Jackson in the chat, but Batman Jackson frequents this convention, so I know it's a legit good convention because she goes to like all the good ones. But I've heard that Resin Rose is pretty good. It's August 11th through August 13th, and they have like a lot of different things going on here. Let's see if we can see all photos. Oh, reload page. Here we go. So they have a couple things going on. Some doll owner pictures here. Looks like they have panels and gatherings. Here's the different types of dolls. So if we go and click through here, let me see, can we make this bigger? So we have this. This looks like a Blythe or pull-up doll. Some resin dolls. A lot of cool dolls that are showing up at this convention. A lot of resin representation. Here is a Dolphy Dream, a mini Dolphy Dream, I think. It looks like a Mochi Ashi body. Let's see. Some more resins. A lot of resins. So this is like primarily a resin. I mean, it's called Resin Rose, right? So like, oh, wait, here we go. There's a smart doll owner, Intergalactic Blue Prowess. Fix the chair. Intergalactic Blue Prowess is here, making an appearance. Any other ones? Here's another mini Dolphy Dream. So we do have some vinyl doll representation at this con. A lot of violence. Oh, ooh, look at that. That is a cool looking resin doll right there. It's like got wings and horns. Dude, that's awesome. More vinyl, although I don't know what this is. Maybe this is an Angelphilia doll? I'm not sure. Another Dolphy Dream tan body. Some more mini Dolphy Dreams. So we got some vinyl representation. Another Dolphy Dream. This looks like the white skin. This rare white skin. So yeah, we got a lot of good representation here for anime dolls as well. So definitely check out this convention. August 11th through 13th. I don't know how much it is to go. Again, like I tried clicking on the link, but for whatever reason, it keeps telling me it has malware there not to go, so I didn't click on it. But this looks really interesting, and we can see from the photos that it does have a lot of vinyl representation there. So if you want to meet other smart doll or Dolphy Dream owners, and you're in the Oregon area, just like for PNW PNW BJD Expo and Resin Rose BJD Expo, both in Oregon at 2 different times, one in June, one in August. So if you want double the dose of doll community action, you could go to both of these conventions. But definitely looks really, really cool. Let's see. Jay Louisa says, I live in Florida. We don't have those, just anime conventions. Yeah, we don't have them either. Like, we have a lot of anime conventions here in the Northeast, but we don't have any doll conventions that I know of. We have a lot of doll shows, which is like I said in the beginning of the episode, I know you weren't there for it, but we have a lot of doll shows in the area where it's like a small little gathering, like it's like a little room, and there's a bunch of vendors that are selling like old school like resin dolls or plastic dolls or American Girl dolls, but no vinyl representation at those shops or shows rather. I would love for something like this, like a Resin Rose or a PNW or a Dallas Doll Con here in the East Coast, like some version of it, which is why we're trying to do the Thy Geekdom convention. We're trying to make this happen. They have allowed us to have a booth, so hopefully we can get a lot of the doll community in the Northeast to come out and just hang out and just have fun with like-minded doll owners. But yeah, talking about the other ones, Resin Rose is another one. I wish Batman Jackson was on so that she can say in chat like her experience at Resin Rose, because she's the only one I know of that has actually attended this multiple times. But yeah, she could probably put something in chat. I mean, in the comment section later when she watches this video. She's probably at a convention right now. That's probably why she's not on. Let's see. Mimico says, actually, that was a resin doll by an artist whose name I'm blanking on. It was Kanan Studio Bitamin. Oh, you talking about that one that okay, the tan one that I couldn't tell the, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. It was one of those pictures I was, yeah. So like, I mean, there are so many different doll brands that, you know, that are out there that are not just Smart Doll or Dolphy Dream or A-Zone. Those are featured a lot on my channel just because those are the ones I'm more particularly interested in and have a passion in. But other than those three, there are many other doll brands that I just don't know about, especially in the resin side and the plastic doll side. There's a lot that I just don't know because I just don't really, you know, it's hard to divide my attention to like so many different doll companies. I just really focus on the three that I know the best. Mimico says the Oni girl, yeah. Oh, like the Oni girl, like the devil girl, the one with the horns, the tan one, yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, it looks like there's 2 in Texas so far, 2 in Oregon so far. So if you're in any of those areas, there are definitely 2 doll conventions that you can go to and meet other doll owners. Katie and her doll says, I would love to go to a doll convention or even a doll show. Well, I mean, if you do, you could do a quick search of where you are. I mean, you might be able to find one. One thing I noticed in my hunt for doll conventions and doll shows is that they're not easily found for whatever reason. Like, there's not a lot of like advertisement for them. So there's quite a number of doll like shows in my Northeast area, but it's not really advertised that much. Like, most of them I find are through Instagram pictures, and then I click their links, that links to another page, that links to another page, so I can find them. They're not easily found, but they are there. And in my hunt for doll shows and looking for doll conventions, I mostly just came across shows, which, like I said, is just like a small little area where they're just selling things like dolls or doll accessories, but most of them are for classic dolls and resin dolls and things like that. I haven't really seen any vinyl representation in any of those shows. As for doll conventions, I wish there were more doll conventions, because apparently there are a lot of us in the United States. There's a lot of us all around the entire world, but because, you know, I live in the United States, I can only speak for the ones that are here. And like, there are a lot of us here, and for whatever reason, there's 2 doll shows that are big in Texas and two doll shows in Oregon now that are big. Or I guess one of them, the PNW one, was it the PNW one? This one here. Last I saw it, it was in Seattle. This year it's in Oregon. So this one might move around because it is called the Pacific Northwest ball jointed doll. So it may move around the Pacific Northwest for different places. So this year's is in Oregon. But Resin Rose is also in Oregon this year. So it's a big showing for Oregon, at least for dolls. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go to one and meet other like-minded doll owners. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let's see. Mika says, I was able to get the ticket for Anime NYC for Saturday. My friend is telling me to cosplay. Oh yeah? What would you cosplay, Mika? Like, you gonna cosplay something really cool? I would like to know. Or are you keeping it a secret? Maybe you're keeping a secret. I know some people do. So then the next one I want to discuss with you guys are two in southern United States. Well, somewhat southern, like southeast. Let's say southeast United States. Now, these two I have never been to before, but I've heard from a friend. Well, it's not a friend that I've met in person, but an internet friend that has said that there are smart doll gatherings in the southeast. So let me pull this up here for you guys. Mika's. Oh, you're gonna be Nezuko from Demon Slayer? Cool, Nezuko. Katie and her doll. I like Demon Slayer. It's a good show. It's not my like all-time favorite show, but it is a really good show. Katie and her dolls. I live in Georgia, and I think there's only like 2 shows a year. Oh well, if you live in Georgia, that's near the ones I'm gonna talk about next. So, maybe you know about these ones, Katie. So there's one here, the Southeastern Doll and Toy Show. Now this one's called the Asheville Doll and Toy Miniature Show of 2023. I think this already passed because it says the next show is in 2024. I don't know what date was the old date because it doesn't say here what the old date was. But the reason why I bring this one up is because a friend of mine said that they have a booth, a doll booth here, specifically for vinyl dolls. So the way it was explained to me, and I don't want to give this individual's name out because I didn't get permission to give their name out. So, you know, I want to play on the safer side and not, you know, I don't want to out people if they don't want to be outed. But I was advised that the Asheville Doll Toy and Miniature Show is a great place for smart doll owners, apparently, and Dolphy Dream owners. Apparently they have a booth there, which is, when I say booth, it's like a table. They have like a table or two where individuals come out and like line up their dolls and just hang out and talk doll stuff. So I hear that this is a good one. Again, I've never been to one. I would like to attend at least one day when I get a chance to, just to see what it's like and to meet other doll owners. I think it would be a lot of fun. Katie says, I've heard of them, but I've never been. They're a bit too far of a drive, but maybe I can attend one day. So, yeah, I mean, I know you said Georgia, so North Carolina is a little far from Georgia, but it is like what, like a 2-3 hour drive, maybe, I think, from Georgia, depending where you are in Georgia, I guess, to Fletcher, North Carolina. But it is the Asheville Doll and Toy Show. Now, there are other ones on this link. Like, there's the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. And then there's the Salisbury Doll Show. Salisbury is November 4th. Raleigh is May 20th. So that's coming up soon. But yeah, I don't know anything about the Raleigh and Salisbury one. The one I was told was the Asheville one has people. So I don't know. Maybe all 3 have people, but the information I got was Asheville. And then there's another one that I want to bring up is right here, which is this one. It's called the PD Doll Club. The PD Doll Club. Now, they don't have a website, so this is like their Facebook page. And like I don't know how it works, like how you go there, or like I don't know if you need a badge or you need to pay admissions or something. There, it does say something about price range here, but it doesn't say what it is. But if you go into photos, like I went into photos, there are quite a number of smart doll owners here. Like, for instance, I'm looking at this photo. So this is kind of like what it looks like inside. Like there's just a hall with a bunch of dolls. And if we go, I think I saw it somewhere around here. Here we go. Look at that. There's a smart doll right here and a Dolphy Dream owner right here. So 2 doll owners for vinyl dolls. And then there was another one. Here's another. See, I know this guy. If you're watching the stream, I don't know if it's okay for me to out your name, but I know you. Not personally. I've seen your picture a lot because you post in forums a lot. This individual here. But he's got a lot of dolls and a lot of different brands of dolls. Like he owns Smart Dolls, Dolphy Dreams, A-Zone dolls, all different kinds of dolls. And I know he lives down in the Southeast because, you know, he always posts about it on his Instagram. But you could see here, there's a good gathering. You got Smart Doll, Dolphy Dreams, Smart Doll, Smart Doll. I think this one's a Dolphy Dream, and this one I can't see what's over there. And up here is another, that looks like a Chitose, a tan Chitose up there. So there is a doll group in this area for PD Doll Club. I don't know if there's any other smart doll. Oh, look, there's another smart doll. There's a Coco. Is that a Coco Chitose? There's a Coco Chitose in this one, in the little backpack thing here. Is there any other pictures? Smart doll owners? I can't. I don't know if there is, but those past couple pictures that I showed you. That's good representation. That there is a community, and this is going to be in Florence, South Carolina. So that might be a little bit closer to Georgia. Katie, if you want to go out to this one, South Carolina, Florence, South Carolina. I don't know when the next meetup is because it looks like the last date here was October 2022. So maybe October 2023 is going to be the next gathering for the PD Doll Club. I really don't know. I have to find out more information, but I do know that this is got a bunch of smart doll people because my friend has, you know, told me about this group, and apparently now I found the other individual in that group as well that goes to this convention. So, Cat Cow says Baldylocks. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say the name because I don't know if I have permission to out him and you know, like say like, oh, this is this guy, but you know, it's in the chat box now. I remember him from the old Figure FM days. Yeah, I think he collects a bunch of just everything. Like he's got dolls, he's got figures. I think he does RC cars as well, so he's got a bunch of different things. Magical Girl Cat, welcome to the stream, Cat. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday to you. I misread the PD Doll Club name. Yeah, I don't know why it's called the PD Doll Club, but it is the PD Doll Club. Yeah, they have like a good following of smart doll owners. Like I don't know if you caught it, Kat. I'll just bring it back up for you real quick. But there are, you know, the smart doll here, Dolphy Dream here, owner. I mean, we got a bunch of like anime doll owners here. Another Coco Chitose in like a backpack. So this definitely is a group here that likes to have doll stuff. Again, I don't know when their next meetup is. If I were to gauge from their most recent post, I would say October of 2023 would be the next meeting. Yeah, we went over a couple of them. I did mention Kat. You know, I mentioned the DollCon Dallas, BJDC Texas. We talked about the PNW BJD Expo, which is in Oregon. Then we have the Resin Rose BJD Expo, which is apparently also in Oregon. And we have the Ashenville Doll Toy and Miniature Show in North Carolina, and the PD Doll Club in South Carolina. And that's pretty much it. That's like all the ones that I could find that actually have doll shows happening in the United States. If there are other doll cons that you guys know about, please put it in the chat so I can Google it and we could talk about it right now. If not, if you're watching this on the VODs later, put it down in the comment section down below which doll cons or doll conventions are out there. I mean, even if it's not a doll con or doll convention, I mean, you know, if it's just a meetup, I mean, that would be great too. Oh, actually, you know what? There is one more. There is one more doll convention I forgot to mention because you know what it was? I was doing my research for the United States. There's one in Canada if anybody in the United States wants to go to Canada, because at least that's not like that far. Let me hold on. Let me bring it up on the screen here. 1 second, people. Think it's here. I know it's in here. Yes, here we go. So I'm gonna bring it up. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna bring it up. All right. So this one is called Anime North. This is an anime convention in Toronto, Canada. So I know that's not in the United States. I was kind of talking about doll cons in the United States, but it's close enough. Like you can, at least for me, I could take a drive north and, you know, cross the border, obviously, and go into and drive to Toronto. It'd be a long drive, but it's doable. I was thinking about going to this convention, but Anime North, I was going to go this year, but Anime North lines up 26th through 28th. It is the same time as Thy Geekdom, 26th to 28th. So I couldn't go to Anime North. But the reason why I want to go to Anime North is because if you go to programming, they have a very specific doll meetup called Doll North. So Doll North is returning this year with our costume contest, formerly Masquerade. There's panels, a swap meet, a marketplace, and more. Doll North will be fully part of Anime North as a whole and will not have separate passes. So entry to Anime North is required for Doll North activities. So this was one that I also was very interested in going to, is Doll North. I know they have like a lot of really cool like panels that's happened in the past. I believe Archangeli has hosted a panel about Dolphy Dreams at this Doll North place. So there is a doll following there. I've been very interested in going to this one. It's just unfortunate that it lines up the same time as Thy Geekdom Con. So I'm not able to go to this one this year, but maybe next year it'll be a little bit different. But it's cool because it's a doll convention and an anime convention at the same time, so I can experience both of the things that I love at this one event, which is what makes Thy Geekdom Con really cool for us in May, because it's also an anime convention and we're going to have a doll booth there and video games and comic books, so it's going to be a little bit of everything. So I'm kind of really excited for this Thy Geekdom Con. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But Anime North, Doll North, May 26th to 28th. If you're in the Canada area, maybe you can go and check that out as well. Let me see what we got. Oh, chat is popping off. What's going on in chat? Let's see. Kat says there is one in Chicago. It is a Blythe and Pull-Up Con. Oh, it's called Puddle? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it, chat. Let's see. Is this really... Wait. Okay, so... Here we go. So this is Puddle. It says June 10th. It's a pull-up and doll lovers event. The theme of Puddle, the 15th in 2023, is Polar Opposites North Pole. Every year we have contests, workshops, treasures to win, vendors selling items for you and your dolls, and of course tons of opportunities to make new friends and see old ones in person. Oh, this sounds cool. So it's a pull-up event. I assume that there's other other doll owners that do go to this event as well. Like you may see other smart doll owners, Dolphy Dream owners, maybe. Do they have like let's see, what kind of events do they have? Schedule. What's on the schedule? Friday afternoon, mid-morning trip to Gigi's Dolls. Informal meet and greets. Oh, they have a Mitsuha marketplace? Nice. We have a Mitsuha here in Jersey too. I love that place. Pajama party. Let's see. Vendors, lunch break, dress like your doll costume parade. Let's see. Workshop. What's in this workshop? Oh, here. Workshop. Smart dolls with berry wings and kitten cat shop. Oh, Kitten Cat Shop! Kitten Cat Shop is going to be at Puddle. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember Kitten Cat Shop did mention to me that they were going to Puddle this year. So, yeah, here we go. On, what day was this? Saturday. Saturday at 1:30 to 2:30, there is a workshop for smart dolls with berry wings and Kitten Cat Shop. So berry wings, which some of you may or may not be familiar, berry wings is a very prominent what should I say, like person or user in Facebook groups for smart dolls. I see Berry Wings names all over the place. So it looks like they're going to be there at this event as well with Kitten Cat Shop doing a workshop. So that is really cool. So even though it is a pull-up event, it looks like they have also smart doll stuff going on there. Do they have any Dolphy Dream representation? I do not know. Or maybe A-Zone representation. Dress Like Your Doll Parade is any kind of doll. Blythe, BJD, Smart Doll, etc. See, the Smart Doll craze is really catching on with everybody. Like, it's gotten to the point where Smart Doll is just, by word of mouth, more popular than Dolphy Dream. A lot of people know of Smart Doll more than they know of Dolphy Dream, apparently. And I totally give that to marketing. Like, Danny Chu just markets to everybody, whereas Dolphy Dream doesn't really do much marketing outside of Japan. They have Volks USA that does their marketing, but it's not really as much. Like, they don't really market really as well as Smart Doll does. Let's see, what else is there? Fan favorite voting, treasure tables, contests, Saturday evening, group dinner out somewhere. That's about it, but that's cool. So if you want to go and meet some smart doll owners in Chicago, okay, and you want to meet Kitten Cat Shop, this is something else that's going on in Chicago, June 15th, or June 10th. It says June 10th up here, but then it says 13th in 2023. I don't know what that means. The 15th and but oh no, here it says the event will take place Saturday, June 10th at 2023. So definitely a place that you should check out. Let's see. Mimico Mini says Modern Doll Collectors Convention moves all around the US, but it's also mostly centered around resin BJDs. You know what, Mimico Mini? I saw that when I was doing my research for doll conventions. I saw MDCC, or Modern Doll Collectors Convention, but like I couldn't get much information on them. Like when I was looking up their stuff, the most recent thing I found was like a posting of MDCC in 2019. So I don't know if they are doing anything as of recently. Maybe they are. I don't know. Let's see. Let's Google it, right? Google it. Modern, what is it called? Doll Collectors Convention. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. See, I don't know why this didn't come up on my regular search. Let's see. Register for convention. Every year we get together in a different city to have some fun at our annual MDCC convention. Find information on upcoming events and past events. More details to come later, but our 2023 convention will be Oh You Beautiful Doll in Indianapolis. August 16th to August 19th. So it looks like the MDCC is going to meet in August in Indianapolis. Let's see. Do they have... Let's see what the About page says. Who are we? Your internet buddy. New emerging doll artists and company whose dolls we have loved since childhood. Modern doll collectors. Folks enjoy opportunity. Blah blah blah. It doesn't say specifically what kind of dolls, but according to Mimico Minis, it's mostly resin BJDs. Let's see. Do they have like a? Let's see. That's registration, special event pre-sales, vendors. Oh, here, schedule. That's what I want to look at. Oh, more info coming soon. So they don't have that. Past event dolls. So, yes, it looks like most of their stuff is resin dolls. There's a Lika-chan. Yeah, it's like older dolls and resin dolls kind of thing. And I don't even know. I think this is like, isn't that like one of those kind of like American Girl type dolls? Like it's a plastic doll, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not knowledgeable in this whatsoever. So this is all new to me. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be in Indianapolis. So apparently, according to their thing, they change around to different cities every year. So this time it's going to be Indianapolis. Yeah, every year we get together in a different city to have some fun. This year is Indianapolis, Indiana. So modern doll collectors. That's a good one. Thank you guys for... See, this is great. This is why I love live streaming, because we can actually have like a back and forth conversation, talk about this stuff. It's awesome. Let me get some more tea. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Woo, all this talking is making my throat dry. Okay. Jay Louisa says, Munecas, Pupes, and Dolls on YouTube mentions the Carolina Smart Doll Club. They have a Facebook, but she did post a video on her channel about it. Yes, I know Munecas. I know of this person on YouTube. And every time I see her, it's like I have such a hard time pronouncing her name because I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. And I know I'm butchering it, but my best guess is Munecas, Popes, and Dolls on YouTube. I know her. She does fantastic videos. I watch her stuff from time to time. I did not know that she has a Carolina Smart Doll Club. So maybe she goes to one of these, like these North Carolina Ashenville Doll Club or the PD Doll Club. Maybe she goes to one of those. But yeah, I don't know. But she does have a Facebook group. I wonder if we can find it and promote her Facebook group. Why not? Munecas. How do you spell that? Pupes and Dolls. Carolina Smart Doll Club. Let's see if something comes up. I think I found it. Oh my gosh, I like headphones is like itching me right now. I did find her page, but I'm trying to find the club. I don't see the club page. But yeah, if you guys are not familiar, let me show you. Munecas Pupes Dolls, she has a YouTube channel. It's a very good YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I always like to promote other YouTubers because there are so many fascinating people out there that does amazing stuff. I don't see anything on her page about the club, but I don't doubt that she has one. I can't find anything information-wise. The club has a web page? That's what I typed in when I was in Google. I typed in the club. Maybe it's this one? All My Plastic Children. Live life absurdly. Okay, here are Carolina Smart Doll Club. So, oh yeah, I recognize these individuals from the PD Doll Club photos. So I guess if you live in that South Carolina area, they have like a following. The Smart Doll Club is a Facebook group founded in 2018 for smart doll collectors and enthusiasts in the North and South Carolina area. The group attends numerous regional doll shows. Regional doll shows, which is this, the Ashenville Doll and the PD Doll Club, right? where members display their collections and provide information to show attendees about smart dolls and vinyl BJDs in general. Members also participate in social activities centered around the smart dolls, as well as attend other anime-focused conventions and events together. Public events that the groups will be participating, are shown in the calendar below. So apparently nothing in April, nothing in May, nothing in June, July, August. Wait. It's all empty. Maybe it's not updated yet. They maybe they didn't. Oh, here. So they did have something in February. So the Ashenvale Doll Show they went to in February, and there's an Ashenvale Doll Show they went to in March. Nothing in April, nothing in May or June. At least not as of now updated. So yeah, definitely really cool. Photos and videos. They have a gallery. Oh, look at that. So cute. Look, with even Smart Doll, even Dolphy Dream. So there's some Dolphy Dream representation, not just all Smart Doll. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about. This is the one, the doll show. This one's the Salisbury Doll Show. I saw this video. Can I enlarge it? Yeah, I saw this video on Instagram, and this is the one I wanted to go to because I was like, wow, look at all these Smart Doll owners. So, big shout out to Minekas Pupes and Dolls. Apparently they're heading up this event. So, there is a group in Southeast United States, in the Carolina area. It's so far away from me though. If I do make a trip down there, it's going to be a big trip because I think that's about. It took me to go to Virginia to NecoCon. I forgot what the town NecoCon was in again, but that was like an 8-hour drive for me. So to get down to South Carolina, that's going to be maybe a whole day drive. And I know before you guys start saying in chat, I know it can be done shorter. I know that. It's just that when you why did I click out too fast? It's just that when I travel with the kids, we have to take multiple stops, for bathroom breaks, and the kids can't sit still in the car for too long. Like they go nuts. So we have to make stops so they can walk around and things like that. So it does take a long time for me to drive somewhere. If it was just me in the car, just driving straight, I could probably make it there, within a reasonable time. But because, everywhere I go, I bring the family with me because it becomes a family event. It takes me a long time to drive places. Whoever this guy is in this photo, I'm super jealous. He has that Chitose shirt. That's the one I wanted back in the day, and it was sold out when I tried to get it. So jealous. But yeah, this is nice. They have a Smart Doll Club in the Carolinas. What does this link do? If I click on it, I guess it doesn't do anything. But yeah, definitely check them out. If you are located in the Carolinas and interested in Smart Dolls, we encourage you to join the Facebook group, which if I click on the link, it brings me to their Facebook group. Here we go. It's private, so we have to join the group to actually look at the stuff that's going on there. But definitely cool stuff. And I believe this is Minekas Pupas right here, and other doll owners. So very cool stuff. We don't have that here in the Northeast. I've been wanting to make one, but I just don't have the time to organize and make one. There are individuals in South Jersey that have a doll meetup. There is one individual that used to do a doll meetup in Central Jersey, but they have since stopped doing that because of time constraints. The one in South Jersey, it's usually 5 to 10 people at most that show up, that hang out. It's a small gathering in a library, and we all just hang out and talk dolls and show off our stuff. But it's nothing like this, like a big doll gathering at a show or a convention. We don't have anything like that, which is something that I want here in the Northeast. So it looks like the Southeast has something. Come on, people in the Northeast. So again, this is why we're trying Thy Geekdom Con. Thank you, Tempest Strife. We were trying to put something together at Thy Geekdom Con to get people to come out and just hang out and just have fun, and talk dolls and meet like-minded doll people. Let's do it, people. Let's make this happen. May 26th to 28th. I know I've been, championing this a lot, but that's because I want this to work. And I know Tempest also wants it to work. And I think it can work. We have a lot of owners here in the Northeast. We just don't gather. And if we do gather, I don't know about these gatherings. Maybe there's a reason why I don't know. Maybe they don't want me to go. I don't know. I guess they don't want me to go. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really don't know. But yeah, we're gonna try with Dai Geekdom Con May 26th to 28th. Please come out, hang out. Let's get something started here in the Northeast. Let's see. So, what else is going on in chat? Let's see. Where did I leave off in chat, people? Hold on. We were talking about Mineka's Pupas. Oh, Kitten Cat will be in attendance. She also went to MDCC, and that's how I found out about it. Oh, you're talking about... Okay. If you look up her first Smart Doll Meet video, I think links in the description. So... Oh, you're talking about Mineka's Pupas, that she's been to MDCC? Oh, that's cool. I wish I could go. Magical Girl Cat. Yes, I mentioned to them already on stream that you're coming. Yeah, Magical Girl Kit Kat and Ben are coming to Thy Geekdom Con. So if you want to meet them in person, definitely come out May 26th to 28th. They will be there as well. Let me change it back so you guys have the information. I know this whole stream I've been peddling Thy Geekdom Con. There's a reason for that, people. There's a reason. We want this to work. Come out, hang out with us. But yeah, Magical Girl, Kit Kat, and Ben will be at Thy Geekdom Con as far as we know. That's their plans. That she stated that still part of their plan. My Lady Disdain will be there as well. Kitten Cat Shop will be there as well. I will be there as well, and Tempest Strife will also be there. A couple, like I said in the beginning of the stream, a couple other individuals that are known in the doll sphere that do a lot of doll photography and a lot of Instagram posts. I've talked to a few of them. They said they're going to try and make it out to this event as well, so hopefully you'll get to meet them as well. I'm not mentioning their names just in case, because I don't want to kind of hold them to it, because they said that it's tentative. So just know that there may be some other doll people that are well known in the Instagram photography sphere that might be showing up at this con. So it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be a big turnout of doll people. Nothing against Thy Geekdom Con, but I kind of hope that our doll friends and our doll family, make up a good portion of the attendance. That would pretty much rock out. That would make them know that there is a community for this, and maybe we'll get more space at the next year's con. Who knows? I don't know. You never know. Things could work. My chair keeps dipping again. But yeah. So, quick recap. We talked about DollCon Dallas, BJDC Texas, PNW BJD Expo, Resin Rose Doll Expo, the Ashenville Doll Show, the PD Doll Club and Doll Show, Thy Geekdom Con, Anime North and its programming of Doll North in Toronto, MDCC, the Modern Doll Collectors Convention, which moves around from city to city every year, apparently. This year's in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have the Chicago Meetup Pull-Up. If you are in the area, June 10th, Kitten Cat Shop will be there with Berry Dolls, Berry Wing Dolls, and the Carolina Smart Doll Club. So it's a lot of information to take in today's episode. So a lot of gatherings. I know that there's a lot of gatherings throughout the United States and just not too many in the Northeast. So that's the plan. We're trying to build something here in the Northeast where people can safely get together and talk dolls and hang out and learn about dolls and meet new like-minded people and just make friends. Because as we know, sometimes, especially during the pandemic, it was a little harder to go out and make friends because we couldn't go out. So now that things are opening up again and people are starting to go to conventions and public events again. I think this is a good year to meet other like-minded doll owners. So yeah, hopefully this will be a good year for the dolls. Anybody else have any other suggestions? I think I'm tapped out. I think that's all the ones that I know of and that you guys have mentioned in the chat. I'll take a drink of my tea and give you guys a chance to maybe type in some more events if you know any events. Mango peach tea, so delicious. Let's see. So yeah, those are the events that are coming up. I'm super hyped about obviously Thy Geekdom Con. I know I've been peddling that little nugget of information many a times in today's episode today. I really want it to work out, and I'm really just excited to meet all of you that can make it out to this event. Again, like I said, I'm going to do my best to record as much as possible of this very first outing and event at Thy Geekdom Con for individuals that are just not able to go. So at least you could see what happened. You could see what was going on at this event. I think that'll be great. As well as I believe, if anything, Magical Girl Cat will probably record her time there, and My Lady Disdains John and Sandy will probably do some recording there as well. I'm only assuming. I don't have any verified answers to those, but I definitely will be recording. Hopefully, if those of you that can make it out, I would love to get a selfie with each and every one of you and post it on my Instagram page to spread that doll love. Obviously, not everybody is, down for having their face or their picture out there for the whole world to see. So, I mean, if you don't want to have a selfie, that's fine. But I definitely just would love to meet more of my doll family. So definitely, if you can come out to Thy Geekdom Con, I would love to meet you guys and just, have an overall good time. Talk doll stuff, man. Like I said, we're going to have some giveaways. I will do some giveaways, like some small giveaways. I'm going to host probably some small events that'll be there. Not official events. They're not Thy Geekdom Con official events. It's just something that I like to do that I've done at Anime NYC, and it turned out pretty well. So I might do something like that as well. Kat says, I will film as much as possible. No problem, Kat. You do you. We're going to have a great time. So, yeah, I think... am I sinking again? I am sinking again. This chair, man. So, yeah, that I think is it. That's it for today's episode. It's a little bit on the shorter side. Obviously, a lot of the episodes where it's just me is a little bit shorter. But... that's not 100% all done, because we still have our last part of the episode. Let's see, bring it up here, which is going to be Shizusan's Anime Corner. So I'm excited to talk about this next one because it's something I just started watching this week, and I binge watched the hell out of it this week because it was so good. And I only have the last episode left. I watched every single episode except for the very last one. And that's because I needed to get on the stream today. So, but let's just change this. So this episode I want to talk about today is The Eminence in Shadow. If you haven't seen this anime, it's so good. It's another... I know, guys, I'm a little biased. It's another isekai type episode, show, because I am a huge isekai fan. I'm not the isekai man. That name is reserved for Garnt. But I'm pretty close to that. I watch as much of the isekai as I can because I love isekai so much. But The Eminence in Shadow is a really great show. Again, it's not one for kiddies though, so you can't watch it around children. It's very much so a teen show. Let's say TV 14. Let's say it that way. TV 14 and up, I think is a good rating for this show. It's very cool. It's all about like this guy that wishes that he was strong and could do strong things, but in the real world, he was pretty much a nobody. And then he gets isekai'd into a fantasy world where he has magical powers, and he creates this group, and you could kind of call it a harem because it's him and a whole bunch of girls. So it is like a harem, and he's got all these girls like working for him and doing stuff for him, like, and I don't mean in like a weird perverted way, but I mean like they're running the organization, they're doing scouting missions, they're doing recon, they're doing research on medicines and spells and things like that, and they work in the shadows and they fight the shadows. So I don't want to say too much to give it away, but it's really cool. There's also a mobile game, which is pretty interesting. There's a mobile game that you can download on your smart device, and it is called the Eminence in Shadow video game as well. And if you want, you could watch the anime and play the game, which I'm doing right now because now that I'm addicted to this anime, I'm actually playing the game right now. And the game actually follows the anime pretty true. Like when I started playing the game, the first couple missions I did was like the first episode of the anime. And there's anime cutscenes in the video game. So like if you watch the anime first before playing the video game, you're going to see a lot of redundancies because when you do the missions that you do, you're going to see a lot of anime cutscenes from the anime show in the game. So it's actually really, really cool, but it is a gacha game. So you can play it for free or you could pay money for the gacha. But the show is really, really good. I think there's a lot of dream girls, like dream doll girls that you could come up with this show, as well as guys, because the main character, which is named Sid, he would actually be a really good candidate for a anime boy dream doll. So definitely you could make a Sid. I could totally see that happening with like a DDH-26 head, or maybe a DDH-23, I think it is, head, or 24 head. And then with Smart Doll, obviously you could probably use like the boy heads to make a custom Smart Doll of him as well. But the lovely ladies. So all the ladies, they go by what is it called again? The Greek I think it's the Greek alphabet, right? Where you have like alpha and beta and delta, that kind of stuff. So the one of the main characters here, the blonde right here, is Alpha. She's like the leader of all the girls. Then you have Beta. You have this one, Delta. You have this twin tail girl in the back here is Epsilon. The one in the back here is Gamma. Oh no, this is Gamma. This one's Eta. And then this one is Zeta. There's all other ones too, like Lambda and things like that. But those characters are in the game. I haven't seen them in the anime as of yet. But definitely, if you're looking for a cool magical assassin type isekai, definitely check out The Eminence in Shadow. I highly recommend it. It's a great, great show, at least in my opinion. If you have followed my recommendations in past episodes and you enjoyed those recommendations, then you'll probably enjoy this recommendation as well, because that means that you have the same kind of taste in anime as I do. But yeah, I've been watching this. I just started the show this week, just at random too, because like a coworker of mine was like, "Hey, have you seen this show? It's another isekai that's been out for a while." And I was like, "No, I've never heard of it." And so like I gave it a try. I was watching it while I was eating dinner, and I just couldn't stop watching it. It was just that good. Like I had to keep watching it. The only downside to this show that I can think of is that the very first episode 1, is really strange. If you judge the series just by episode 1, then you're not gonna like it. But if you watch the rest of the series, you'll love it. And the reason why I say that is because there's 20 episodes. I've seen the first 19 episodes. And everything that happened in episode 1 has nothing to do with the rest of the show. It's actually like totally different. Like I don't even know why episode 1 exists, because it makes no sense. Like it shows you him in his real life, like what he was like in the real world. But I thought that everything you learn in that would kind of like, make its way into the fantasy world, like why this is happening and things like that. But it doesn't. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Just watch it. And if you didn't like the first episode, at least try till episode 2, because that's when it starts really picking up. The first episode was really weird. But anyways, I know I talked about it a lot, but Eminence in Shadow is a great anime show. Great isekai if you like isekais. So definitely check that out. And then that's it. That's it for today's show. So thank you everybody for coming. Today was the doll convention episode where we talked about obviously the Thy Geekdom Con show that I'm going to be in with Tempest Strife and My Lady Disdain, a Magical Kit Kat Girl, and Kitten Kat Shop. But we also discussed many other conventions that you guys can go check out in hopefully your area or somewhere that's close by that you could take a long drive to meet other like-minded people that are into this hobby. Because sometimes we are very reserved. Sometimes we're very quiet people that we don't really share this hobby like out in public. Some of us do, some of us don't. So you might be a little scared to go out and meet people. But if we have a specific event specifically for dolls or that host dolls in their event, I think that's a great icebreaker for people to come out and meet other people because, you get confidence in numbers. When you have more people, like if you're the only person with a doll, you might feel a little scared. You might feel, a little shy. But when you show up in a huge number of people, when there's like 10 or 20 of you in a group, it gives you a little bit more confidence about what you like and how you feel about your hobby. So I think it would be really great for individuals to go out to these doll shows. So quick recap, right? Quick recap before we end today's episode. For those of you that joined it late, I'm just going to do a very, very quick recap. Different places you can go that we covered today. DollCon Dallas, BJDC Texas, PNW BJD Expo, Resin Rose BJD Expo, Asheville Doll Show in North Carolina, the PD Doll Club that meets up in South Carolina, Doll North, which is a part of Anime North in Toronto, MDCC, or the Modern Doll Collectors Convention, which moves around to different cities every year, so it's not always in the same place. The one in Chicago called Puddle, the Pull-Up and Doll Lovers event. And then our very own YouTuber, Munekas Pupas, is hosting a Smart Doll Carolina Club as well. So these are all the events that we covered in today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you found it informational, and maybe you guys find, your next big group that you want to join up with and hang out with people. Like I said, it's a wonderful hobby that we're a part of, and all of you watching I consider you all a part of my doll family. Definitely go out, meet some people, have some fun, and like I said, Thy Geekdom Con, this May 26th through 28th. I know I say it so many times. I'm going to say it one last time before the end of today's episode. May 26th through 28th, 2023, Thy Geekdom Con, Philadelphia Expo Center in Pennsylvania. I will be there. Tempest Strife will be there. Magical Girl Kit Kat will be there. My Lady Disdain will be there. And Kitten Kat Shop will be at this event. So if you want to come down, meet like-minded people, make some new friends, and just overall have a great time, come down and hang out with us. I'd say all 3 days I will be there and Tempest will be there. But if you want to meet everybody, Saturday will be the biggest day. Everybody will be there on Saturday. So if you want to come out and meet us, definitely come on Saturday for Thy Geekdom Con. I know, people. I know if you've been here for the very beginning of the stream, I've said it. I've pitched Thy Geekdom Con like 20 different times already in this stream, man. I know. You guys are probably tired of me saying it, but I just really want this to work. I really do. I really want it to work. So thank you everybody for coming to today's episode, Beyond the Doll, episode 20. What are we at now? 23. Oh my God, this was episode 23 of Beyond the Doll. Like I said, I hope you guys found this informative. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And I hope you will use this information to open and broaden your horizons and find friends in the doll community and just enjoy your time, in this wonderful, wonderful hobby that we're all a part of. So thank you everybody for coming today's episode. Thank you Katie and her dolls for coming to the live stream. Thank you Magical Girl Kit Kat for joining us live. Thank you Tempest Strife. Thank you Jay Louisa, Mimico Minis, Yoshi Plays. Who else was in here? Cat Cows, Mika 7, PMB Sakura, and I think that's everybody that was joining us for the live stream, right? I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I do apologize. I think I grabbed everybody and gave you all a shout out that was coming here. Thank you everybody for coming to today's episode. I really, really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me and my channel. I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys, you guys give me a lot of drive to continue this channel and to continue doing what I do. I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Thank you guys for coming and supporting me. And thank you everybody that are watching this later on in the VODs for watching this. I know this is not the easiest time to catch the stream live, but it's the only time I really have available to do it. So I do thank you and appreciate every single one of you, my doll family. So that's it for me in today's episode. I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely little A-Zone girl, Kano. Hey! Kano's here as my little assistant today. So thanks everybody for coming, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.